Hey, so before we get into today's video, we just crossed 1,000 subscribers. Pretty big deal to us.
Yep. So we decided this Terra Devlin box right here is going to go away to one of our subscribers.
So the deal is, on any of the Raveners series that's coming out, the deep dive, the how to beat, or the short lore video, you have to be a subscriber, have liked one of those videos, and then left a comment on that video as well.
And then when we do our live stream for the Exodites, we'll announce the winner.
Yep. So when the Exodites come out, we're going to do an all-day live stream going through the box, building the kit, and somewhere in there we're going to announce one of the winners based on those comments and likes. So stay tuned and good luck.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm John here.
And I'm Doc.
Today we're going to go into a little bit of the lures for the Raveners, a little bit into the hive mind.
So if you've ever had one of these critters erupt under your feet on the Kill Team floorboard, and you've wondered where did these come from and what's their backstory, this is the video to kind of give you a little story into that.
So grab a snack and get ready to get in some lore on the Ravener Kill Team.
So Raveners are a hyper-specialized version of Tyranids, and Tyranids are a collection of biologically engineered beings that seem to have one purpose: to eat. They collect biomass. That's their goal in life. They come from outside of this galaxy, near as we can tell, and depending on the lore that you follow. At first they were thought to have been similar to a locust swarm, but as more and more of them come into contact with other races, a prevalent hive mind directing and controlling them has been discovered. No one has been able to have much contact with the hive mind without breaking, minus a certain special blueberry librarian.
At their core, the Raveners are Tyranid bioforms specialized for digging and rapid assault and ambush tactics from the subterranean. They've got long, snake-like bodies that let them slither at ridiculous speeds across all terrain and helps them as they burrow through the earth. Two of their limbs are big, spade-like scythes, talons that perfectly for digging. Well, anything else in the way. A lot of their bioweapons sit in their thorax, so the claws can always be ready for digging.
Imperial records give them the charming High Gothic name Tyrannicus Ophidius Subterra. Got that first try. They, however, are more commonly called Raveners. They're not the biggest Tyranids on the table. They're not necessarily the toughest. What they are is specialized predators designed to hunt you where you thought you were safe, turn your defensive line into confetti, and then vanish again before the heavy weapons can pivot.
Next is the senses and how they hunt for the Raveners. The creepiest thing is their hunting method. These things have absurdly sensitive auditory and visual systems. They can feel the tiniest vibration through solid rock, and they can see energy signatures from rock's transmission, sensory systems, and even teleport homers. So that fancy stealth tech that your squad is so proud of, the Raveners can sometimes just follow the signal straight back to you. In other words, your own gear can rat you out.
When they're under the influence of the hive mind, they're coordinated, purposeful predators. When that connection gets thin or drops completely, they revert to pure animal instinct. And that instinct is enthusiastic. They tend to chase anything that runs. Stationary targets suddenly become less interesting than the guy who's panicking and fleeing, which is both hilarious and extremely bad news if you're the one who just broke and ran.
Now we get to the Kill Team versions. This is where it gets a little spicy, as the Raveners for the Kill Team aren't just regular Bioshock troops. They're part of a rare, more extreme strain, hyper-adapted elite organisms that the hive mind has reinforced for independent operations. These broods can operate far outside the normal reach of the hive fleet. Some have even been known to lie dormant for years, decades, even longer, till something wakes them up on the surface. An earthquake, seismic activity from, say, a giant Imperial gun, or simply enough biomass for the eating.
The Kill Team is led by a Ravener Prime. This one carries a neuropredatory crest that acts like a local hive mind relay. It overrides the brood's base instincts and keeps them coordinated even when the main fleet is nowhere nearby. Think of it as a walking Wi-Fi hotspot for pure predatory malice. Then you've got the specialists, the Fel Talon, whose claws secrete virulent toxins. Survivors just don't escape, they leave a pathogen trail the Fel Talon can track later.
The Tremor Scythe, packed with nerve clusters that let it detect movement, energy blooms, and comms bursts, and even the chemical signature of fear.
The Venom Spitter, basically a living toxin artillery piece that can douse positions in venomous ooze from a distance.
And then the Wrecker, the reinforced brick of the group. Thicker carapace, oversized crushing claws, built specifically for smashing into bunkers, vehicles, and frankly, anything that is in the way and thinks it can hide behind a wall.
This isn't a random swarm. It's purpose-built assassination and disruption pattern package that can operate for a very long time with almost no support. So in the current narrative, these particular Raveners are tied to Hive Fleet Typhon activity around the world of Volcus. Volcus has a massive planetary defense weapon called the Great Gun. Every time that thing fires, it causes massive earthquakes. One of those quakes unearthed strange alien growths and tunnels beneath the Hive city Facilicus. The Adeptus Mechanicus sends explorer teams down to investigate, and what they find waiting for them is a brood of these hyper-adapted Raveners that have already established a network down in the depths.
It's classic Tyranid vanguard behavior. Get in early, dig deep, wait for the prey to come to you. Then start the feast from the inside out. The fact that these particular organisms can function so effectively as a self-contained kill team just shows how refined the hive mind design has become. They're not here to conquer the planet single-handedly. They're here to make the underground so dangerous, any Imperial response is already bleeding before the main storm arrives.
So there you have it. The Raveners aren't just the diggy ones. They're specialized subterranean assault organisms with senses that turn your technology against you. The ability to operate independently for absurd amounts of time, and a collection of hyper-adapted senses and specialists that make a 5-model team feel like a genuine horror movie.
Next time one of these bursts underneath the floor of your favorite operative, you'll at least know why it's so good. Doesn't make it hurt any less, but knowledge is power, as some will say, or at least mild psychological comfort while you're picking up your model.
If you enjoyed this lore dive, please like the video, leave a comment down below talking about your best or worst Ravener story on a game that you played, and subscribe so that you don't miss the next one. We've already done the how to beat and the deep dive, so hopefully this gets everything covered, and if you have a team that you'd like to see us cover next, feel free to leave it down below.
Stay above the ground if you can. See you in the next one.
Thanks for watching.
Cool. Before we go, tomorrow we're doing a live stream on the Exarchs. Feel free to come and join us. Would love to get as many people in as we can. And also remember, that's where the Terror of Devlin release is happening.
Yep, sometime during the live stream we'll pick a name and that person will get to reach out to us and collect their Terror on Devlin box. Thanks again. I had to read Tyrannicus Ophidius Subterra. I was reading ahead and I'm like, damn it. Got it first try though.
You did.